Okay, you guys, what is up? King of Lightning gonna do, like, I want to get to this fucking part, like, I want to get to this part. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? So let me do the really quick skim through of the entire chapter, except for this one defining fucking moment at the end. One Piece chapter 648. Shirahoshi talks to the Sea Kings. The Sea Kings are like, apparently she's like the princess now. No, like the queen of the Sea Kings. We don't know the specifics about how this shit works out, but the reason why the ship is so big is because the Sea Kings were guarded with the task of actually pulling Noah, the ship, somewhere. We don't know where exactly. So there's a lot of holes in that, like there's a lot of missing holes. There's a lot of shit we don't know. So I need to wait a little bit more in order to find out like what's going on exactly with Shirahoshi and etc. But apparently Luffy, he heard the Sea Kings talking to him. So back in the last chapter, when he heard someone say stop, it wasn't Shirahoshi, it was the Sea Kings. He heard them through Haki. Haki's good. So that was cool. The next scene we see is, I believe, I don't know the order, right? But it was basically Neptune, and he captures Hoity Jones and Vanderdecker, and then he's taken them to custody. Like, these guys are never gonna do wrong again. They're gonna be captured forever, and etc. Because Hoity, he's out. He's fucking done. I'm like, yo, he's fucking passed the fuck out. He's just fucking like still out his face and shit. I'm like, yo, Hoity Jones, he's out. He's out. It's over with. It's done. So for the guys who are bitching, complaining, it's over. It's over. The next scene, Karibo apparently was on some fucking theft shit. He got rid of all the mermaids, and then he stole all the treasure. So Karibo, remember, he's still there on the island doing sneaky shit. So, I mean, you know what? There has to be a limit to how much he can store in his ability. There has to be a limit. There has to be a limit at some point. Okay, and then we get into a scene with Chopper, and apparently Chopper and the crew, they're all gathered on together. Chopper apparently is like, having a hard time walking because he got cocky as fuck and uses Monster Point, and apparently once he uses Monster Point, he can't walk for like 2 or 3 hours. So you get 3 minutes, and after that you have a backlash of 3 hours of not being able to move. I'm like, what the fuck, Chopper? So that's not really a move you want to use that often. So clearly he was showing off. Because there was no reason for him to actually use Monster Point to fight Dosen. No, because Dosen sucked. And then there was really one funny scene where Sanji, he sees this, and he's like, on the ground, he's like, oh yeah, I used the big attack too. Can I please put my head on your lap? Sanji being Sanji. On some mad desperate shit, like I want pussy. Yeah, oh, I said the P word, no. Whatever. And then, oh my god, here we go. Luffy comes down with Shirahoshi, bloody as fuck. And, oh my god. Basically Chopper's like, I need a transfusion of blood. And no one in the crew has F blood. Okay, because like Luffy's blood type is F. And apparently, some fishermen in the crowd have F-type blood, but they're really like reluctant in order to share their blood with Luffy because it was a law. And this law states that a fishman or a mermaid cannot share blood with humans. But Jinbe, oh what? Yo, yo, Jinbe, Knight of the fucking Sea, comes in. He's like, yeah, you got some of my blood, take it. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm like, yo, Jinbe. And then so Chopper's transfusing the blood, and then they go on like this really, like maybe a good like a page or so depiction of all like like the war and the people who have died because of this conflict between humans and fishmen, and then how all that was just washed away in that single moment. And then Luffy wakes up. He's like, Jinbe, and then Jinbe is like, oh, Luffy, you're awake. And then Luffy smiles. He's like, be my Nakama. I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, whoa. I'm like, whoa, what the yo. I want to talk about this. See, let me talk about this for like a quick minute or so, because see, honestly, this could be good or bad. Because I'm a little bit surprised because I had a feeling that Jinbe would actually join the crew, but somewhere in the back of my mind, I was like, there's no way, because Jinbe is leader of the Sun Pirates, if they still exist. You know, he's boss of Fishman Island, quote unquote, the underground boss of Fishman Island. You know, like he takes care of fishmen, all right, and he has other things to do. But him joining the crew would be so good for the crew because it would make things a lot more convenient. It would. And plus, they have another badass member in the crew. So, I mean, you know what? Honestly, either way, I'm up for it. So, whether or not Jinbe says yes or no, I'm all for it. But here's the thing. If Jinbe does actually say yes, then that means that the last person of the crew should be a female, and they should get her in the New World. That's my opinion. That's my take on it. All right, it should be like a badass female chick who fucks shit up. Yeah, because like me and Never, we're talking about that. So anyway, that being said, give me your thoughts on who. First of all, give me your thoughts on who, if you think Jinbe is actually going to join the crew. All right. I say fuck it, why not? Jinbe's badass as all hell. I love him. So seeing him join the crew would be like a thumbs up for me. So anyway, that being said, give me your thoughts on that. See you guys next week for One Piece chapter 649. King of Lightning, signing off.